You were mentioning your aunts and uncles. Can you tell us who your aunts and uncles' children were? So who was the oldest aunt? Was it?
I think it was Aunt Blanche.
Mm-hmm. And she lived in Buffalo?
Buffalo, New York.
She had no children?
No. And Uncle Vern was her husband. And then Aunt Irene and Uncle Neil,
who lived in
Canada.
Canada.
And they had children, but I can't remember how many.
Mm-hmm.
They lived so far away, we didn't see them very often.
Mm-hmm.
And then Aunt Jessie and Uncle John lived in Bell Fountain.
In Ohio.
In Ohio. And they had Margaret and Mildred and Roger and Howard.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Roger was killed in World War I.
Wow.
Or II, I'm sorry.
World War II. And then Uncle Frank
was in Toledo, Ohio, and Aunt Elsie was his wife. And they had a child they called Althea, I think. And they lived the closest, so I think we saw them. They had a car and would drive to Cary, and we didn't have a car, so we usually didn't drive any place.
So your black car that you remember having to crawl out of because it was about to tip over? That was when did you have that car?
We went up a hill, and then we were in the car, and then it backed down the hill, and then tipped over at the bottom, and we climbed out of the car. Nobody got hurt, but car just
got
did its thing.
Stuck and turned over. And then your mom was the youngest, Mildred Hodel. Are we missing anyone?
Aunt Jessie was older. Aunt Blanche was older.
Frank was older.
Uncle Frank was older. And Aunt Irene was older. Irene Blanche, Mildred was my mom. Jessie, Uncle Frank were there only 5, I guess.
And they were Hodel, Houghtell.
E-L.
Right. Okay.